Hello, ladies and gents. Romie Reviews here. Please like, comment, subscribe. Oh yeah, and please check out my previous video. I'm starting to do reaction videos again to music and music videos, and because it seems like they calmed down with the copyright stuff, which is very nice. But this is my recap for If Loving You Is Wrong season. We're still saying for episode 6, A First Date. Today's also Wednesday, which means there's a new Romie Whispers ASMR video up. This episode starts off actually with Lucian. And Lucian is very perturbed, concerned about, Kelly is missing. Kelly's missing and it was on his guard. And now this woman from the jail wants to go and bring her back because the test results came back and she's all fit and dandy. Lucian is trying to stall for his life and for his career, for his family. But she tells him, get out of the way, step out of the way, or else, there's going to be hell to pay. And she gets him to do it because she has 2 other police officers with her. And apparently she also works for, everyone seems to work for Travis's family over at the church. And she's convinced that Kelly's no good, that Kelly was the aggressor, that Travis didn't deserve this. And Lucian's just like, ugh. And then Lucian was confused because the woman said that, you need to come in here to unloosen the handcuffs. I said, unloosen the hand? But she's not even supposed to be. Was she hiding under the. But how did. I am so lost. Maybe one day we'll figure out what happened. I don't know if Kelly originally was going to try and run and then she realized it was stupid and pointless. I don't know. Sometimes these shows just do dumb things. Knowing this show, they may not ever actually go and explain to us what happened. I'm like, did Lucian go into the wrong room? Did he have a nervous breakdown? It was the right room. Like, what? Was she hiding in the cabinet? Anyway. And so then she's saying, please, please, I don't want to go back. Okay, if I do, can I at least talk to my son? Lucian's like, he'll figure something out. And she has to go. She has to go with him right now. Apparently, she was still handcuffed. I'm just lost. I'm just lost. And like I said, Lucian was talking to the woman who doesn't think highly of Kelly because she works for Travis's family. Now, Esperanza goes over to Larry's and talks to Larry and asks Larry multiple questions. And Larry was like, so what dirt do you have on him? Because Larry needs to know for himself as well. She doesn't want to give that up because she said she doesn't want to go that route, which is fine. Problem is that no, I didn't get the pleasure of watching Beyonce's documentary on Netflix yet. I fell asleep, I woke up, and I fell right back asleep before ever even watching it. No, I did not get to listen to the album. Anyway, Larry is perturbed. He's trying to figure out what are your real motives because I need for you to tell me something, Esperanza. If you don't tell me something, then I can't do anything for you. This is common sense. This is common sense. I don't know what else you can expect from me. And I felt him on that because we're all looking at Esperanza and thinking, are you just trying to play games here? What are you trying to do? Because whatever it is you're trying to do is not going to work. No, it's not. Oh, no, it's not. And it's annoying that you think it is because you think you're smarter than you actually am. But she settles for, she wants to scare him. She wants to scare him straight. And she's going to do that by taking away his custody rights. And so Larry said, okay, we can work with that. And because at one point she even talked about, well, don't you know someone, you could kill him. I said, huh? Larry said, I wouldn't advise that, and I wouldn't do that either. And she was like, I'm joking. I said, no, you're not. So they're going to settle for, he's drafting up papers to give to Eddie so that they can officially go and try to take away his parental rights, or at least scare him straight. Randall calls Marcy, and Marcy's over it, but what is Marcy going to do? because Randall has this sick, twisted, if I can't have you, no one can. And Marcy's putting out there that, hey, you, um, because of what you did, I lost the baby, so I could put you in jail. And he was just like, oh, trust. I'm going to go and get the divorce and all those papers and all. I'm going to get it reversed. How dare you? Hangs up. Then Marcy talks to Brad. And Marcy's over it. She's just like, oh, she just wants Randall dead. And Brad was like, okay, Marcy, stop. She's like, all right. How'd it go with Alex? She wanted time to review the paperwork. And just like what I said last week, that's good, because if she did it under duress, she could say that she did it under duress, signed it under duress, and thereby it being voided out. And a lot of people don't understand that. So they're going to have dinner, and that was the end of their storyline. Now Bennett talks to his wife, and Bennett she's better. She's feeling better. She felt really bad. She feels like, oh no, they're going to look at me like I'm crazy. They are, but they can't do too much because they all have skeletons in their closet. I mean, we're still going to never figure out what happened to the file, the video. Anyway. Actually, I think we did this show. But she doesn't want to go and talk to them. And when he talks about Randall, she was like, yeah, he was weird. He was acting really weird. I don't remember what he said. All I remember is that, hold on. She doesn't remember what he said. All she remembers is that she didn't feel comfortable. And so she doesn't want to speak to him. I said, smart woman. She's going to go and I think do some paintings and make him lunch. And they'll be okay. They'll be okay for now. But now I saw that twinkle in Bennett's eye. He's going to have a conversation with good old Randall, because you can't just go and do something to that man's wife and everything will be cool. So now Natalie talks to Marcy, and so they're just talking about how she's been having a hard time since she lost the baby. And I'm thinking, yes. Are people forgetting that? See, they're all consumed about Alex. Alex. We don't like Alex. That's why they keep her around. And so she then switches over to how Kelly's doing. And Kelly's doing as well as to be expected. Brad comes over and brings her flowers, and so they're going to go out. They're going to leave early. It's nice. It's cute. Here comes Randall on his porch stalking that woman, the new neighbor. And so Natalie's just like, you are disgusting. I hate you. I'm glad that I set the fire, even though she knows it wasn't her. It couldn't have been her. Have a good day. It couldn't have been her, because she just hates him so much. She'd be happy to take that bid. I know she would. And she was just like, leave that poor woman alone. You need to go and find Jesus. Find Jesus. He needs to accept Jesus. There's a difference. Anyway, Esperanza is talking to Eddie and tells Eddie that, hey, we need to have that sit down for real. We need to just go, talk, hash it out. That's all she wants to do. Eddie said, no, okay. I mean, that won't kill me, so why not? And then Bennett comes over to Randall to talk to Randall. And he was just saying, hey, my wife is doing better, but don't talk to her. Randall said, that was pretty rude. I helped her out. That's great. Thank you for that. I do appreciate that. But just moving forward, she has a mental illness, obviously. So just don't talk to her, okay? And Randall surprisingly backed down. But then Randall, he left his house in the huffy. And I was like, oh, well, just because you did that, now I'm going to really mess her up. I'm thinking you were going to do that anyway. Now you can just use that as an excuse to rationalize why you're such a poopy head. Why you're such a dookie head. he goes over to Alex's place because, remember, they're supposed to have that daddy son dad time. Oh, how would you phrase that? Daddy son time. That's what I'm calling it. And before he gets to see his son, she wants to go and just talk to him because he has been drinking. And she was like, look, you can't be drinking. No, I'm serious. You cannot be drinking. I can't have you all messed up around the child. And then he said, okay, I can work with that. Give them an inch while you take the mile. That's Randall's approach. She also wants to talk about how the DNA test came back inconclusive. And he was confused because he was saying, okay, so who'd you sleep with? And she was like, no, I'm thinking it's possible that they do say that if like great-great-grandparents had some, strong DNA characteristics, it could be passed down. And even though that's true, in this case, neither her or Brad, as far as they know, have anything in their family. And now we know why. Trifling hoe. Anyway, harlots. She was just like, look, I don't know what happened, but yes, you're the father. I said, no, he's not. I said, wait, come on now. And neither is Lucian. So he's over it. He's like, do I need to go and get, lawyers into this? What's going on? So she was like, no, let's go and see your son. I'm not playing with you. She's like, no, this isn't a joke. Everything's fine. I'm thinking, while looking at her, I said, oh, ooh, you lying. Why you always lying? A mess. And now Esperanza talks to Eddie, and she's saying that she's tired of Eddie and his foolishness, and she wants it to stop now. If it doesn't stop now, she's going to go and give him this. And it's papers essentially saying that he can't see his daughter anymore. She'll take away custody. And he was like, you can't do that. Actually, I can. Here's all of the information that I have on you. I'm trying to figure out when did she actually talk to Larry to do. And we move forward. All the information that I have on you, and I'll take you down. Trust me, I will take you down. This isn't a matter of if, how. It's a matter of when. Eddie. Don't play with me. And Eddie said, this is cute, but you don't have the money for this. She said, I don't need the money. I'm working with Larry. Oh, so two lion can even themes, two bees. She was like, don't call me that. And then she slapped him. And then he started to talk about that and how she was a harlot and all of this. So then she slapped him again. I'm thinking, you're doing this in public. He could be doing this so that he could arrest you and say it was aggravated assault on your part, and your custody could be. She's so dumb, she fell for it. That's exactly what happens, because he probably wasn't going to arrest her, but then she forgot her wallet. After telling him all of this and saying that he can't see his daughter unless he quits doing the drugs and all this other stuff, she doesn't have her wallet. And instead of calling Steven or Natalie or Lucian or someone to help her out, she decides to go and tell Eddie, you need to pay for the... Now, I am not on Eddie's side because Eddie is trash and tragic. But I agreed with him on one thing. Eddie is not about to pay for your food just because you forgot your wallet. You not having your wallet means you probably also don't have your license. So he could have gotten you for that too, if he really wanted to. Let's just be clear. So he goes and arrests her. The manager comes around, says that she's a very, good customer. We can just cover her this time. And she was like, no. And he was like, no, I'm arresting her. Everyone's kind of looking like, dang, y'all kind of being rough. But I'm so done with both of them that I don't care. The episode ends with Alex's doctor coming over and giving her the test results. Alex was apologizing, as she should, but the doctor said, you need to see the test results. I said, oh boy. Alex looks at the test results, and it comes back that, dun dun dun, guess who isn't the father? And I was thinking, wait a minute, is Randall still upstairs? Because you can't talk about him if he's still upstairs. And nope, Randall It's not the father. They didn't say it, but the previews gave it away. And apparently, Alex used to go by the name Jennifer. And apparently, her and Ian were an item. I'm thinking, oh my god. So she was a hoe. Like we knew. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week.